16 away on international duty. There is still one, of course, out there in Julian Alvarez. His Argentina side play tomorrow in the FIFA World Cup final itself. And there are, of course, several of the England players who were knocked out in the quarter-finals. And, of course, Ederson as well for Brazil. You can just start to piece together how many have been making their way back. The next we're expecting are Manuel Akanji of Switzerland and the Spanish lads, Rodri and Laporte. But gradually, dribs and drabs, they'll make their way back to the CFA in readiness for that game. Maybe not for the Liverpool game in some cases, but for the others on the 28th of December at Leeds. Well, there are just 5 days to City's Carabao Cup tie with Liverpool, so today isn't just about game time, but has a little bit more significance in preparation for that huge match. Former City midfielder Michael Brown is alongside me. Michael, do you think this is a similar starting 11 to the one we'll see on Thursday night?
Well, I think it's a good opportunity that we're seeing straight away for these young players, getting this chance to go and play with obviously HAALAND, Kevin De Bruyne, etc. But I would expect it a little bit stronger going into the Liverpool game. As you said, those players coming back from World Cup duty, so hopefully a touch stronger. But it's an opportunity for these players to actually give Pep Guardiola something to think about for the Liverpool game.
Just got a glimpse of there. Michel, a former Spanish under-20 international, has been in charge of Girona since the summer of 2021. It is noticeable already. Both these sides like to play out, and De Bruyne will score here because there was a little bit of an over-elaboration there. And when you consider that this is a very similar 11 to the one which played the last La Liga game, they'll be bitterly disappointed to have conceded possession so easily. De Bruyne on target. Yeah,
very poor. You see the goalkeeper, doesn't he, in a comfortable position. And that's what Kevin De Bruyne does. He wants to press, he wants to be on the front foot once he's in those areas. So composed, and you didn't really fancy him to miss that. Good solid finish and a huge mistake from the goalkeeper.
Well, normally they say iron these things out in pre-season. Of course, we've played about a dozen games in the Spanish La Liga, 14 of course in the Premier League. So Girona will feel that really shouldn't have occurred. Romeo helping it along in that position where central midfielders drop in. It's a good interception by Katonga when it goes to De Bruyne into the path of Mahrez. Mahrez onto De Bruyne. De Bruyne looking towards HAALAND, and HAALAND makes it two. It was just so beautifully done. It really was. You almost take it for granted. That sudden burst of acceleration, just the little pattern that developed, and then that ball into HAALAND, who just dropped away to finish.
Yeah, it was great. The press was there from City. They were just waiting to pounce, and straight away that forward pass, that little set, the overlap and the weight of the pass. And if you watch HAALAND, he just gives himself a little bit of room, just steps away from it. The timing's good, that little look up, that wait and delay delivery across the box, because his run's so good. He understands the space, and there's nobody better at giving you that perfect pass than Kevin De Bruyne.
Nice play between Lewis and Gundogan, but then Romeo stepped in. Forward they come with Garcia. Looks up options. Played it back to Couto, who's put it over the bar. Another good chance for the visitors. Castellanos had a header earlier, straight into the palms of Ortega. And Jan Couto has put that one into the stand behind the goal.
He had an overload at the back post as well. Couto comes across, he's got to do better. It's a comfortable, weighted pass as he comes with that instep. And
just a whisker offside. VAR would have been interesting on that one. Headed away well by Charles under pressure. Girona's best spell of the match in many ways, and the shot is on target and parried away by Ortega.
Confident strike, he steps in.
He's sure to be playing against Liverpool on Thursday. He might have some goalkeeping to do here. Pass has just gone beyond, picked up by Couto. And Castellanos with a header, and does a little fingertip help it onto the post from Ortega. I think that's the save, you know.
I mean, it's a good delivery, good header right across. Whether he just gets a slight touch to it, might get another look at it from this angle here. he touches it or not, but it's a great header right across the goalkeeper.
Carlos Borges, now De Bruyne. Gundogan, Gomez, De Bruyne. Can he find Haaland one last time before he goes off? But Mahrez hits it wide. Good chance. Mahrez turns away in disappointment.
It was great build-up, wasn't it? Great pass here into Kevin De Bruyne. That little touch, delay, passes on point. But Palmer will be disappointed, and Riyad Mahrez, an absolute sitter on the back post, just drags it wide. You expect him to score there, but the main man's had enough for the day.
Roughly an hour for Erling Haaland, and he makes way for Oscar Bob. Ais gets away with it, and here's Jan Couto. Oh, and a slip untimely offers Jan Couto the chance. Oh, and it's missed by Stuani. Well, not the
just a slip, wasn't it? Stuani comes across. It's like it's a simple one, leans back, hits the bar. Again, another chance for Girona. That slip's unfortunate, but you've got to be better in possession.
The near post flick is helped over by Ortega. Just helped towards the goal by Martinez, and it was a good reaction from Ortega.
There's too much space, though, across that front. I realise someone's got to take that front post hole a little bit better. The ball comes across, really, that should have been another goal from a Girona point of view.
Seconds only to go. Kick the foul by Cole Palmer. See whether there's some added time or not in a second or two. Not sure there is. And indeed, Craig Pawson concludes proceedings. So a really important workout for City. Their only warm-up match ahead of the restart of the English season after the World Cup. And they've beaten another team from the City Football Group, 13th in La Liga, Girona, by 2 first-half goals to 0. The first scored by Kevin De Bruyne, the second set up by De Bruyne and finished, who else than by Erling Haaland. Chances at both ends to add to that scoreline, but that was the only goals that we got today. What we did see was quite a number of EDS players given an opportunity to rub shoulders with their first-team colleagues. And there is quite a few names who will have impressed today. And who knows, might be involved on Thursday against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup.